Hi, I'm Alison Moyet and you're watching Artisan News.
Alison Moyet, the hypnotizing voice of Yaz, is back with a new album and a sound reminiscent of her roots in 80s new wave. Earlier this year, Moyet released her new album, The Minutes, which finds the talented singer creating as a duo once again. It's significant because Yaz was a pair back in the 80s, a collaboration between Moyet and former Depeche Mode songwriter and keyboard player Vince Clarke. The band had a meaningful electronic ballad in Only You and had perhaps the most well-known dance hit of the era with Don't Go. They also had another bona fide hit with Situation. Moyet had been releasing music with more traditional band instrumentation, but she talks to us about how The Minutes is a return to electronic music.
Oh, well, for me, it's an entire return to form. It's probably my most cohesive album, I think. It is definitely a return to Electronica, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but without losing a musicality that I think so often can happen in techno music, which has become more driven by perhaps DJs than musicians, as it used to be in the early 80s. So it was about finding the right cohort, and I did that with Guy Sigsworth, who is my collaborator.
She talked about her musical evolution and her musical comfort zone.
In Yaz, when we worked together in Yaz, we literally came together. I started off from a punk background, and then moved when punk started dissipating. I moved into it's kind of like English pub rock, and if you say that now, you think of something being some nasty karaoke. I'm talking about bands like Dr. Feelgood and where Elvis Costello, I suppose, started from. That was the kind of area that I was moving in. But when I started working with Vincent, for example, he obviously had his own influences, but we never discussed them. We never played one another records. I just did what I did, and he did what he did. And I think, in truth, our influences are everywhere, even in the negative, even in the things we don't like. You just absorb them in your skin, and you don't know why you like something and why you don't. It's just there. So it was the same thing with me writing with Guy. I knew that I wanted to use an electronic palette, and the reason I wanted to do that is because I like the space that it affords. I've got quite a burr to my voice. You can hear it's quite a woody sound, and you put that together with the woody instruments, and you lose the nuance, you lose the texture of it. And the great thing about working with electronica with much kind of cleaner sounds is that all the little flaws and the little ticks in the voice can be heard, in a way that you can't with a traditional lineup.
Moyet is real about where she stands in the musical landscape in 2013.
I am very much at that stage of my career where, raising my star is completely irrelevant. That's completely a nonsense. The only thing that I can hope to do at this stage of my career is to make music that I am moved by. And so consequently, I'm not interested in demographics or what is being sold or what is being played on the radio. The only thing that I can control at this point in time is the quality of my output. Beyond that, you can make something great and it disappears. I get kids who will say to me, how to become a singer. You think, well, it's easy. You sing. You just sing. If you're asking me how you get 50,000 people to listen to you, I can't tell you. That's not of my it's not of my gift. And then today